So I just wanted to point out, this doesn't really make sense. People just don't really do the digging, or I mean, I understand you can sort of see messages and relate to them in certain ways, but someone with a George Orwell profile image on Twitter talking about leftist stuff, ruining the world and stuff. George Orwell was a democratic socialist, self-proclaimed, wrote about it and everything. He wasn't just like anti-government assistance. He would speak out. He would make messages talking about corruption and power and abuse of power and mistreating those that are less fortunate and everything. But he wasn't anti-government, you know. And also Bernie Sanders, AOC. That's not leftist. That's like barely. That's just wanting what a lot of other developed nations have, like places in Scandinavia and different things, having, help for others and, systems in place that keep people able to survive and with the necessities and everything, right? That's just, what it is. It's not extreme, you know? But anyway, I was just trying to say that George Orwell was a democratic socialist, and, a lot of people, and people sometimes will really cry oppression about the littlest things, like mask mandates. People freaking out, endless videos of people being asked to wear a mask to get something in a restaurant or something. Just freaking out, like you were so very privileged that you have to make up these fucking stories being like, this is oppression and everything. And like, you know, the armed forces, military personnel, they have to get a shit ton of vaccines. That's just what happens when you travel. It's normal. And you had vaccines when you were a baby, and then there's that episode of House. I've never seen the show. I think I watched some in the past, but like he's like getting angry at this lady that's like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna vaccinate my baby and stuff. That's messed up. Like, don't have kids if you're gonna try this whole all natural thing where you're gonna risk your child's life and everything. But yeah, because vaccines are pretty much always better than the virus counterparts. There have been times where it's like we have to create a vaccine very quickly, even though the mRNA technology has been worked on for over a decade. I know that this particular one was created now, but like it's being studied and everything, and it's also going to like revolutionize vaccines in the future. It could really help prevent a serious catastrophe. And this was bad enough. I mean, this has been, millions dying and everything from the virus. And then like a lot of people like to say, oh, it's a Democrat thing, oh, they're trying to push the vaccine. It's like, dude, over 95% of people over 65 have gotten their vaccines. You know how many old people there are that are Republican? Like, vaccines are not some Democrat fucking idea. Like, there are so many things that are just for everyone, like, depending on, it just makes sense. But anyway, it's really frustrating when people that have not experienced true oppression, like, when you compare around the world, trying to call themselves oppressed and everything. Anyway, love, I hope you have pleasant times.